In this video, we're going to see how to create stunning websites using the AlpacApp platform. To get started, you need to sign up and create a new project. You can either choose a template to start with a blank project, or duplicate a project you created in the past. Let's choose the Reykjavik template. The project was created and we can now start exploring the interface. We have three menus: the Pages menu, which lists the pages of our project, the Design menu, which allows us to customize the look of the website, and finally the Settings menu, which we'll cover at the end of this video. Let's head to the Pages menu. We have a list of pages in our project, and when you click on a page, that page opens up. Now let's go back to the home page. When you click on the page, you'll have a list of blocks that you can add to the page. Everything in AlpacApp is a block. To add a block to the page, simply drag and drop it at the location you want to. You can also select blocks to configure them. If we select the image block here, you can notice that you can easily change the image to another one. For text, you can modify them in the sidebar or double click on them to modify them directly in the preview. You can also move the blocks around in the page using this handle here. This icon allows you to set the block to be full width, meaning that it will take the whole width of the screen, or narrow width, which will limit the width of the block in the page. Blocks also have a few more settings here. You can set a reveal animation, which is great for giving this kind of effect. You see how the block animated when it showed up? And then you have a few more checkboxes to hide the block depending on the device type. This is great for creating responsive websites, as it allows you to decide which blocks show up in which resolution. So if we decide to hide this block in mobile like this, it will show up on desktop, tablet, but not on mobile. So you see it disappeared. Blocks can also be placed side by side like this, and you can easily adjust their width just like this. Let's delete this block. AlpacApp provides a wide range of built-in blocks that you can use to create beautiful websites like this one. There are the basic text blocks, but also media blocks such as image galleries, maps, videos, and more. The blocks are highly configurable. The cards block, for example, has different modes such as column, grid, a carousel, and more. So with just the main blocks available here, you can build a lot. Your imagination is the limit. The style of the blocks can also be further customized using the Click Customizer tool available here. When you select the Click Customizer, you can select any element in the page and start modifying it. Depending on the selected element, you can style it by changing some typography properties, a background color, and more. There's also a tab that allows you to customize the element when it's hovered or being pressed, so you can create effects like this one. Let's go back and now explore the Design menu. So first, there's the Click Customizer tool that we have just seen now. Then there's the Colors menu, which allows you to change the main colors of the website to quickly and easily set up your brand's colors. We then have the Typography menu, which applies the general font and type of the website. And then we have the Layout menu, where you can change some settings like the narrow width value like this. The Sticky Header setting allows you to set the header to always be visible even when scrolling. When you enable it, you need to head to the preview to see it in action. So you can see that when we scroll down, the header is always visible. Then there is the header overlap on first media block checkbox, which is already enabled, and what this does is that when the first block of the page is a media, like in here we have an image block, the header will overlap on that media to have a cool effect like this. So you can see that the header is overlapping and is above the image. Then you have some more advanced layout options. The column collapse threshold option allows you to decide how easily the blocks should start wrapping on smaller devices. A value of 0 means that there should be no collapse, meaning that the blocks will always stay side by side, while a value of 1 means that as soon as the space starts to narrow, the blocks will start being stacked on top of the others. Finally, we have the logo and branding menu, which allows you to set a logo and a site name. Let's now take a quick look at the settings menu. First, you can link your AlpacApp project to your own domain name for free. Then there is the blocks editor, which allows you to create your own blocks to be used in your website and extend the functionality of AlpacApp. You can even import, export, and share your block. When creating a block, you need to duplicate an existing block first, just like this. You have full control over the block. You can set the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and create any experience you can think of. Let's do a quick example. Here we're editing the text block and you just want to add some text before the paragraph, just like this. When we drag this new block into the page, you can see that the text was properly added to the block. You can access the documentation we made and learn how to create your own blocks in our GitHub. Then we have the integrations menu. You can set a Google Analytics or Tag Manager ID to track analytics for your website, and you can connect your website to Notion just like this. Notion is a popular and easy to use content editing tool, so you need to approve access to your Notion workspace and select which pages you want to give access to. Once that is done, you can integrate your Notion pages directly with AlpacApp. To do that, we can go back to the Pages menu and create a new page. In the page type field, you can choose Notion page to integrate a specific Notion page to your website, just like this. And now you can see that the Notion page was embedded into your website. You can also add your regular AlpacApp blocks to the page and customize the styling of the Notion elements, just like this. This powerful feature allows you to write content in Notion and design the website in AlpacApp. Note that you can also integrate a whole Notion blog to your website automatically. Also, when you make changes to the Notion page, you can resync the content with AlpacApp by clicking on this icon here. Alright, so let's go back to the settings, and now we have a few more options. The first one is to enable a front-end password for your website. This is useful if you don't want the website to be public while you're working on it, or if you want to create a members-only website protected by a password. Then we have the Export Project button that will export your whole project, including the assets you've uploaded, the style and so on, as a zip file. You can then host your website on your own servers if you need to. This can be useful if you already have an infrastructure in place and just want to create a landing page with AlpacApp, for example. And finally, there's the Manage Premium Subscription button that you can click on to subscribe to the premium plan of AlpacApp. So I hope this tutorial was useful. We've seen all the main features of AlpacApp, and as you can see, it's a powerful and easy to use platform to create beautiful and customizable websites. Feel free to sign up, and if you have any comments or requests, we're always here to help.